Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel, a cozy corner of YouTube where we explore the English language at its highest levels, exclusively in English. I'm so happy you're here. You see, this channel is not just another language resource. It's a nurturing, safe space where English is taught as if we were sitting together at a kitchen table and enjoying a cup of tea while we talk. We focus on C2 level expressions, subtle nuances, and the kind of English you'd hear from a well-traveled storyteller or a thoughtful educator. Today, we'll be diving into a unique and flavorful topic, advanced cooking verbs. These aren't just words you'd find in a recipe. They're beautiful, versatile tools to help you express nuanced actions, both literal and metaphorical. By understanding these verbs deeply, you'll not only enrich your vocabulary, but also think more creatively in English. And what sets us apart is that we'll do this entirely in English, like an English dictionary that speaks to you. This method helps you think in English, dream in English, and ultimately, feel at home in the language. Now let's get started. I've prepared a variety of cooking verbs, and I'll first repeat each verb twice, so it resonates in your mind. Then, we'll discuss its meaning in English and explore imaginative scenarios, cozy, everyday moments that make these words come alive. It's not just about cooking, it's about language that seasons your life experiences. Let's begin, shall we?
Serve, serve, serve. Definition and explanation. To serve is to present food or drink to someone, often in a polite or ceremonial manner. You might serve a meal at a dinner party, offering each guest a plate of carefully prepared food. It's about providing, presenting, and accommodating. Scenarios. Imagine you've invited your best friend over for a quiet Sunday brunch. You've prepared fluffy pancakes, fresh fruit, and hot coffee. After a small talk, you serve the pancakes with a warm smile, placing the plate gently before them. They look delighted and say, "Oh, this looks marvelous." Or picture a bustling restaurant. It's late evening, soft jazz in the background, and the waiter gracefully serves you a delicate dish of handmade pasta. The care and respect with which he serves makes you feel valued and welcome, as if he were serving not just a meal, but a moment to remember. Slice, slice, slice. Definition and explanation. To slice means to cut something into thin, flat pieces. It's precise and clean, using a knife to create uniform sections like slicing bread, vegetables, or meat. Scenarios. Envision a small gathering of your friends in your kitchen as you slice a freshly baked loaf of sourdough bread. With each careful slice, the comforting aroma of yeast and grain fills the room, and your guests anticipate the simple pleasure of warm bread with butter. Can you feel the smell? Now let's step into another imagination. Think of yourself as a sushi chef. You are slicing a delicate piece of salmon for sashimi. You hold the blade at just the right angle, and as you slice, the salmon's surface glistens. The act is peaceful, almost meditative, giving you a sense of calm artistry in your everyday life. You are a respected chief. People appreciate your service, and they are honored to be served by you. Stir, stir, stir. Definition and explanation. To stir means to mix a substance by moving a spoon or another utensil round and round, incorporating flavors and textures evenly. Scenarios. Picture yourself stirring a creamy hot chocolate late at night in your warm, comfy modern kitchen. You gently swirl the spoon, blending the cocoa and milk until it's luxuriously smooth. The act of stirring feels reassuring, as if you're slowly crafting comfort in a cup. Another scene, you're in a friend's home, helping to cook a new recipe. As you stir a simmering sauce, the aroma of herbs and tomatoes wraps around you. You're part of something communal and warm, literally stirring together the ingredients that will nourish everyone present. Crush, crush, crush. Definition and explanation. To crush is to press something so hard that it breaks into smaller pieces or changes form entirely. In cooking, one might crush garlic or spices to release their aroma. Scenarios. Visualize yourself as a chief who is teaching. You want to show your apprentices how it's done. You wish them to experience everything cinematically, rushing a clove of garlic under your knife. That little sound. That sound. It makes a soft crack. It releases an intense fragrance. You inhale with an inner peace. They inhale. The crushing action transforms the simple garlic clove into something rich and ready to infuse your dish with depth. Take your time in there. Whenever you are ready, picture yourself making homemade lemonade with your child or partner. You have a beautiful front garden and backyard. The summer came with the utmost energy. You all are joyful and laughing constantly. You crush fresh mint leaves between your fingers before adding them to the pitcher. By crushing them slightly, you release their essential oils and a refreshing scent that elevates a simple drink into something extraordinary. You're taking a sip, then joyfully handing the glass to your relative with a peaceful smile. Mash, mash, mash. Definition and explanation. To mash means to press or beat food, often something soft, until it becomes a uniform, sometimes creamy pulp. We often mash potatoes or other root vegetables. Scenarios. Imagine yourself as a kid on a holiday trip. Your relatives are meeting at a campsite near a fantastic national park. It is summer and there is a beach near the Pier Lake. It's dinner time and your mom called you and your cousins to the table. Your mom mashes perfectly baked potatoes pulled from the ashes of the barbecue. Each press of the masher turns them into a fluffy cloud of comfort. The warm spring breeze leads its steam through your nose. This action of your mom feels nurturing, as if she's literally softening the world into something kinder. Now think of yourself as a great business person. You are mashing ripe avocados on a sunny morning to create creamy guacamole for your kids. As you mash, the green flesh transforms beneath your fork, preparing to bring a bright, tangy, and soothing flavor to your breakfast toast. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Definition and explanation. To pinch means to grip something lightly and firmly, often between your thumb and forefinger, sometimes to add just a tiny amount of spice or salt. Or to give a little warning to your relative by squeezing their skin maybe. Scenarios. In cooking, a pinch of salt is that delicate measurement, not a spoonful, but just enough. You pinch the salt between your fingers and sprinkle it into your soup, feeling a sense of gentle precision. Now think of yourself in a different scene. You're chatting with your friend in front of the great circular window of your dorm room. You accidentally let slip a secret they entrusted to you. They pinch your arm gently and with a teasing tone, say, "Hey, you were supposed to keep that under wraps." This pinch is a small gesture that, while momentarily startling, underscores your closeness and shared understanding. Pour, pour, pour. Definition and explanation. To pour is to cause a liquid or other substance to flow steadily out of a container into another. Scenarios. Picture yourself as an entrepreneur who has acres of olive fields. You wish to start an advertising campaign to strengthen your presence in the market. The cameraman is set in position. They say, "Action," and you start pouring golden olive oil into a big glass. The oil catches the light as it falls from the sun behind. And after that graceful pour, you take a sip from the healing oil. Another scene, you carefully pour tea into delicate porcelain cups at a business gathering on the terrace of a cafe located in a skyscraper. Your clients are famous Japanese business people. The gentle sound of the liquid filling each cup and the subtle aroma create a moment of quiet elegance, making everyone feel cherished. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Definition and explanation. To sprinkle means to scatter small amounts of something lightly over a surface, often salt, sugar, or spices, creating a subtle layer or flavor. Scenarios. Envision sprinkling sugar over a freshly baked pie, the crystals catching the afternoon sunlight when you put it on the windowsill. This tiny action adds sparkle and sweetness, transforming a simple dessert into something truly special and filling the house with a captivating smell. Imagine sprinkling cinnamon onto a warm cup of coffee now. The spicy sweet scent drifts up, gently waking your senses. It's as if you've sprinkled a bit of comfort into the start of your evening. Simmer, simmer, simmer. Definition and explanation. To simmer means to cook something gently just below the boiling point so small bubbles form and break gently on the surface. Scenarios. Picture a pot of soup simmering on the stove on a rainy afternoon. The gentle bubbles, the aroma of herbs, and the vegetables create a calm atmosphere. It's like a lullaby for your kitchen, a promise of nourishment and warmth. Consider simmering a delicate sauce for a special dinner. You stand by, stirring occasionally, letting the flavors deepen and mingle. This slow, careful process mirrors the patience and care you bring to your relationships and endeavors. Carve, carve, carve. Definition and explanation. To carve is to cut cooked meat into pieces, often with careful precision and artistry. Scenarios. Imagine carving a roast turkey at a festive gathering. Each slice reveals tender, steaming meat, and as you carve, you feel honored by the task of sharing abundance and gratitude with those you love. Another scene, carving a succulent roast lamb at a dinner with close friends. They watch as you carve thin, succulent slices, and with each piece served, you share not just food, but a sense of community and warmth. Spread, spread, spread. Definition and explanation. To spread means to evenly distribute a soft substance over a surface, such as butter on bread or jam on toast. Scenarios. Picture spreading butter on freshly baked bread. The bread yields softly beneath your knife, and as you spread, you appreciate the simplicity and grace of this small pleasure. Another imagination. Picture yourself as being served a bagel in Paris. You are holding your newspaper, and the waiter spreads cream cheese onto a bagel as you move your tea over to create space for the bagel. An amazing day is about to start, and you are shining with peace. Strain, drain. Strain, drain, strain, drain. Definition and explanation. To strain or drain means to remove liquid from food, often using a colander or sieve, leaving only the solid parts. Scenarios. Imagine straining freshly boiled pasta. The steam warms your face as the water rushes away, leaving you with tender noodles ready to be dressed with a rich sauce. It's a step of refinement, separating what you need from what you don't. Consider draining chickpeas for homemade hummus. You tilt the can, let the liquid flow out, and in that simple motion, you're one step closer to creating something smooth, nutritious, and deeply comforting. Peel, peel, peel. Definition and explanation. To peel means to remove the outer layer, or to skin the surface layer from fruits or vegetables. It's an act of careful unveiling, revealing something pure beneath. Scenarios. Picture peeling an orange on a crisp winter day. With each peel, the bright citrus scent escapes, mingling with the cold air. Soon, you're left with glistening segments of fruit, a small treasure revealed by your patient hands. Another image, peeling carrots for a homemade stew. You slide the peeler along the carrot's surface, removing its rugged exterior. Beneath lies a bright orange interior, symbolizing the freshness and potential hidden in simple ingredients. Grate, grate, grate. Definition and explanation. To grate means to shred something into small pieces, often using a grater, a metal device with holes surrounded by sharp edges used to cut food into small pieces. Scenarios. Imagine grating Parmesan cheese over a plate of pasta. Each feathery shred drifts down like culinary snow, adding complexity and depth to your meal. Think of grating lemon zest to brighten a cake batter. As the zest gathers on the grater's surface, the kitchen fills with a vivid citrusy aroma, reminding you how the smallest details can make something truly memorable. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Definition and explanation. To squeeze means to firmly press something, to extract juice, or to shape it. It's a gentle pressure that transforms an ingredient. Scenarios. Picture squeezing a fresh lemon over a salad. With each squeeze, tangy droplets fall onto the leaves, waking up the flavors and giving everything a lively, vibrant taste. Another moment, you're holding a piping bag filled with chocolate ganache. You squeeze gently, guiding the stream of sweetness onto a dessert. Writing "Happy Birthday" with chocolate. While squeezing, you're imagining the smile on your relative when you give it to them. Grill, grill, grill. Definition and explanation. To grill is to cook something over direct heat, often outdoors, giving it a smoky, slightly charred flavor. Scenarios. Imagine grilling vegetables on a warm summer evening. The peppers, zucchini, and eggplant sizzle softly, their skins blistering to perfection. As you grill, the air fills with an aroma that's both earthy and celebratory. Another image, you're at a family barbecue, grilling skewers of marinated chicken. Your loved ones laugh and chat behind you, and as you turn the skewers, you're crafting memories that taste of sunshine and belonging.
And there we have it, an exploration of cooking verbs that goes beyond instructions and measurements. By immersing yourself in these words, repeating them, understanding their subtle layers, and imagining them in everyday life, you will step deeper into the English language. Here, we're not merely learning English. We're feeling it, tasting it, and breathing it in every gentle moment. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this lesson soothing, helpful, and maybe even a bit inspiring, consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. We'll continue on this journey together, exploring new words, phrases, and cultural nuances that add richness and flavor to your English. Until next time, take care, keep learning, and stay wonderfully curious.